What is psychology? We can say that psychology is the scientific study of behavior and mental processes, the study of the mind. Psychology is an academic discipline of it crosses the immense scope between the natural and social sciences. Humanism. The definition of humanism is a belief that human needs and values are more important than religious beliefs, or the needs and desires of humans. An example of humanism is the belief that the person creates their own set of ethics. An example of humanism is planting vegetables in garden beds. Structuralism is a theory of consciousness within psychology that was developed by Wundt and Titchener. It aims to understand the different components of consciousness. Behaviorism is a theory of psychology that can be objectively studied through observable action. Functionalism says that mental states are constituted by their causal relations to one another and to sensory inputs and behavioral outputs. It provides the conceptual underpinnings of much work in cognitive science. Psychoanalysis. It refers to the unconscious forces that motivate human behavior, i.e., a therapeutic approach that traces people's unconscious conflicts, which stem from childhood and affect their behaviors and emotions. The nervous system. The nervous system controls much of what you think and feel and what your body does. It allows you to do things like walk, speak, swallow, breathe and learn. It also controls how the body reacts in an emergency. The nervous system has two main parts. The central nervous system is made up of the brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system consists of the nerves that branch out from the brain and spinal cord. These nerves form the communication network between the CNS and the body parts. The brain is a brilliant 3-pound organ that controls all features of the body, translates facts from the outdoor world, and embodies the essence of the thoughts and soul. Intelligence, creativity, emotion, and reminiscence are the various many stuff ruled via way of means of the mind. The mind gets facts through our 5 senses: sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing. Frequently many at one time. It assembles the messages in a manner that has which means for us and might shop that facts in our reminiscence. Piaget theory of cognitive development. Jean Piaget composed the theory of cognitive development to illustrate how an infant constructs an appreciation of the world around them. These students implied that mental growth was not determined entirely by the unfolding of innate structures nor entirely by the influence of the environment, but rather the constant interaction between the two. Vygotsky's theory of social development. Vygotsky's sociocultural theory views human development as a socially mediated process in which children acquire their cultural values, beliefs, and problem-solving strategies through collaborative dialogues with more knowledgeable members of society. Vygotsky's theory is comprised of concepts such as culture-specific tools, private speech, and the zone of proximal development. Erikson's theory of psychosocial development. Erikson maintained that personality develops in a predetermined order, through 8 stages of psychosocial development, from infancy to adulthood. During each stage, the person experiences a psychosocial crisis which could have a positive or negative outcome for personality development. Intelligence. Although contemporary definitions of intelligence vary considerably, experts generally agree that intelligence involves mental abilities such as logic, reasoning, problem-solving, and planning. Specifically, current definitions tend to suggest that intelligence is the ability to learn from experience, recognize problems, solving problems. There still isn't a consensus among experts about the components of intelligence or whether accurate measurements of intelligence are even possible. Personality. Personality encompasses all of the thoughts, behavior patterns, and social attitudes that impact how we view ourselves and what we believe about others and the world around us. Personality is defined as the character sets of behavior, cognition, and emotional patterns that evolve from biological and environmental factors. Every human being has different personalities. Someone is cheerful. Others are more hostile, and that depends on every person. Explain what you have personally learned in the course. Personally, I learned many basic things about psychology and many very interesting things that explain how humans work and how we think. Many of the things I learned I implement in my life to have better control over it. And to know basic but important things in life, and I can say that I really learned. Explain what would you change or keep for the course. I found this course very complete and excellent and I would not change anything, but if there could be more activities where the student can apply the knowledge learned.